We want to bring in now entertainment attorney Mitra Ahouraian. Mitra, let's talk about those text messages. The Sandy Hook parents' legal team warned Alex Jones about perjury while revealing that they actually had those messages. What do you think the fallout will be from those texts?
Well, first of all, I have to agree that that was such a jaw-dropping moment. You could see his own jaw drop, which was really interesting. Clearly, he did not know that that the attorneys had these text messages. So what's going to happen here is he has clearly been shown to be a liar, right? So we have several moments of impeachment, these thousands of text messages. It's going to be really hard for him to come back from that and really explain away the fact that he had these text messages and he didn't turn them over.
And you mentioned lying, which of course seems to have taken place under oath. Let's listen to a bit of this and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
Mr. Jones, you may not say to this jury that you complied with discovery. That is not true. You may not say it again. It seems absurd to instruct you again that you must tell the truth while you testify, yet here I am. You must tell the truth while you testify. This is not your show.
Wow, and Mitra, what do you make overall of Jones's performance on the stand and his behavior in court?
It appears to be he's not taking the matter seriously. He's not taking the fact that perjury could actually land you in jail, not just result in sanctions. And he seems to sort of be a little bit flabbergasted and surprised at the fact that he's now being called out, but at the same time, he's really listening to the judge's admonishment. We don't see this all the time. We see some admonishments during the course of a trial with others in the room, but rarely do we have a judge that stops the proceedings, gets rid of the jury, and has to remind someone to tell the truth on the stand. You can clearly see her frustration here.
Mitra, I wanted to ask you, we know that the attorneys for Jones tried to push for a mistrial due to those text messages accidentally being sent. I was wondering if, as an attorney, you could put yourself in those defense attorneys' position. What would your strategy be right now?
Sure. So it's tricky because anytime that we as lawyers receive something that we're not supposed to receive that could potentially be attorney-client privileged or work product, we do have a duty to send it back and not look at it. Now, in this case, this is information that should have been turned over in discovery. So I think that it's going to be very hard for anyone to come in and say, okay, well, you can't have access to these text messages. The door has been opened. And those are going to come in, obviously, as we've seen, very, very handy. And as far as, defending Alex Jones at this phase, he is now somebody that's been impeached. And the best strategy really at this point is to have him be authentic himself and actually tell the truth, not his version of the truth, like the judge said, but actually come off as somebody sincere. And I think that's really the only way he can come back from this.
More to come on this. Yet to be seen if that'll actually happen. Mitra Ahouraian, thank you so much for your insight. Well, the New York State